and welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I am bringing you the top 10 news reporters who freaked out live on air. This video, by and large, had me lolling hard at my desk all afternoon while I was scripting this, so get ready for it. Before we get into this video, I want to ask you guys to make a mental note as to which of these freakouts is your favourite. I would love to know. I think I'll make it clear when my favourites appear. So good! Our videos aren't live, so you never really get to see me, Danny, or Landon freak out, although sometimes we do get a blooper reel together for our live streams and we show them on special occasions, so you should tune into those. Also, if you guys want to connect with us on social media, the link to the most amazing Instagram and my Instagram are in the description box. Alright, let's start off this video with an absolute banger and one of my favourite ever live TV freakouts. We have the news reporter who could not handle this chicken. Okay, this clip comes from a news channel in Brisbane, Australia, and I'm really sorry to all Australians watching. I love you, but this reporter's accent makes it even better. He's like, "G'day, I'm with a big black Australop cockerel," and then Chappy Boy flaps his wings and, do you know what, I'm just going to show you the clip.
That are being judged today at the show.
Okay. This is one of the best things that ever happened, like hands up if you also agree. At first I feel like he legit freaks out, but just like total meltdown freaks out. Then he realizes that his reaction was a bit ridiculous and he tries to pass off his fear as comedy and runs down the hall screaming. Nice try, but nobody buys that. I'm like actually dying from watching this clip. I love it so much. I could watch this all day, every day. Let's see the scream again. Yes. Coming in at number 9, we have this news reporter who goes from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. This is a short clip, but it is absolute live TV gold. The reporter is also Australian and she appears to be hosting for ABC News 24. Let's watch the clip.
Now to sport with Meredith Sheehan.
Ah, there she goes. She's just idly looking at her pen and then she's like, look, good grief, I'm on air. Full scale panic mode, I love it. It's like when you're feeling really sleepy in class just after lunch and you're about to doze off and then the teacher asks you a question, you're like, I'm awake, I was never asleep. The panic, the sheer panic, the fear. I feel like we need to watch this one more time, but in slow motion so we can really appreciate her face. Whoa. Coming in at number 8, we have Live from the Boat. I love a good boat. I know I say this all the time, but boats, they're for me. This is such a classic news reporting clip. I'm having so much fun. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure that this reporter from Holland is having any fun at all. She's interviewing a man on a boat, as you do. Everyone loves a good location. Anyway, she interviews someone who I assume is like the mayor or something, judging by his pimping necklace. Either way, the real mistake here was to casually lean. They're both casually leaning, but hers goes really wrong. Also, one of the key life lessons my mother taught me was to never grab at a boat rope willy-nilly. No, never. This is second only after Don't Touch Fire. Don't go grabbing those ropes. Why? Well, let's play the clip and find out for ourselves, shall we?
Kampen. Burgemeester, wat is er nou zo bijzonder aan Zeelkampen?
Als je de mooiste...
Oh, honey. Her scream as she falls. Okay, so that is kind of the preamble, but it's the screams from the water that really do it. Have a listen.
Nee. Probeer.
I know I shouldn't laugh. She's not in peril, but she thinks she is. While she doesn't exactly remain composed, I do love her response.
Op zoek naar de IJsselkorren.
Laugh it off, it's all you can do at this point. Coming in at number 7, we have the reporter who slapped a man. So this reporter is talking about Michael Jackson live from downtown Las Vegas on KTNV News. But you know what Vegas is filled with? Drunks. Trust me, I've been one of them myself. It's all the gambling and the day drinking, it sends people crazy. Anyway, this reporter is doing well at first with the pest that insists on gate crushing his live segment. I would hate that. Maybe I wouldn't be as cool as him at the beginning. Then he starts to push him out of the frame, and then eventually the slap comes.
More about Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
So basically the deal Okay, apparently unruly fan out there.
It happens, and the quick-thinking news network switches back to the studio so the audience don't have to see the full-on scrap that's inevitably going to happen. Coming into number 6, we have Brittany Clien versus the bird. I actually think that this happened just before the reporter went live, but she really didn't handle it very well. The 9 News reporter Brittany Clien had a parrot land on her shoulder as she was reporting outside of a courthouse. Okay, let's have a look.
Another court.
Yeah, okay, I get it, it's startling. She screams and then tries to bat the bird away with her notebook. In the end, she seems like she's low-key hyperventilating and one of the crew removes the bird from her shoulder. Let's play the clip again. Yeah, her face in slow motion as that bird lands. She has no chill for parrots. Ooh, great band name. From a parrot to a lizard at number 5. Lizards and snakes, what a combination. An animal specialist is talking to a news anchor on 5 News about local wildlife in Arlington. The animal man is handling a snake and the reporter is watching him and the slippery fella do their thing. He's so intent on watching the snake, he even holds it. With his attention elsewhere, he never thought that this would happen. Let's check it out.
Rat snakes are going to be one of the largest snakes that you find in the Metroplex area. What the You think get this thing off me, man?
His reaction is so good. The whole report turns into chaos and then the men collapse into fits of laughter. I think we need to play the clip again because for me it's all about the choking sound he makes when the lizard lands on him.
Metroplex area.
He's like, to be honest, he reacts as if he's just been shot. It really is a harmless little lizard trying to be mates, but I don't know what I'd do. A lizard's never landed on me. Coming into number 4, we have Brad Scream. Animals and nature, they're just so unpredictable, aren't they? Fox News' Brad Wills was reporting from the beach on a hot day when a bug decided it wanted to say hi to all of the Fox 5 viewers out there. Check it out. I like this, but he really does make a classic bug freak-out mistake. His mouth was open, which is not what you want. Okay, there's a big bug around and you're like, ah! Close that fly trapper if you don't want a meal that basically he didn't plan for. I love the way his face recoils into his neck. I know that I do this too. He then tries to segue back into the topic and jokingly asks if we're live.
Stuff like that happens. Was that live? Are we live? Oh, brother.
He knows that millions of Americans just saw him freak out over a bug. Good one. This news reporter has had enough of the Kardashians at number 3. I get it, it's 10 to 9 on a Friday morning, you're just trying to make it through the day so you can get out of work and for the weekend. Sometimes you've had enough of talking about a particular topic and like I said, I truly get it. This guy, he's had enough of the Kardashians. He goes on a serious rant. Now it starts like this.
Okay, I'm having a good Friday, so I refuse to talk about the Kardashians today. You are on your own, Amy. I can't do it. I've had enough Kardashians. I can't take any more Kardashian stories on this show.
Yep, that's right. He straight up walks off and out of shot because of the mere mention of their name. He then is coaxed back to the chair, but then he goes off on this rant.
I don't care. This family, I'm sick of this family.
But do you think
I can't take it anymore.
Is there something psychological behind this?
It's a non-story. It's a non-story. We're talking about this family every freaking day on this show. Nobody cares about this.
I honestly feel him. He's proclaiming that it is a non-story and it's a Friday and he just does not want to talk about the Kardashians. Honestly, I've had a few meltdowns like that myself when it comes to having to do yet another Logan Paul fight video on Life's Biggest Questions. But like I said, we're not live, so they cut that out. So much drama at number 2 as this reporter quit on live TV. I actually think maybe she's kind of a sarsaparilla. Charlo Green was reporting on the Alaska Cannabis Club live on KTVA when she dramatically announced that actually she's the secret owner of the club. She then said, well, watch.
Not that I have a choice, but I quit.
Other than the swearing, which we've beeped out, to be honest, she's pretty cool, calm and collected. This doesn't count as a live TV freakout, but she isn't the host that freaks out here. Oh no, it's a reporter they cut to who has to pick up the pieces, and the panic is so real.
All right, we apologize for that.
Some freakouts are the quiet type, and this is definitely one of those. She really does have a stern brow, doesn't she? She's got no idea what to say. The panic is so real. She's like, As for Carlo, she has become a cannabis activist full-time who is fighting for legalization. Nonetheless, the authorities have been coming after her hard, and she could face 24 years in jail. Okay, finally at number 1, if you want to see what a real internal panic looks like, look no further than this dad who tries to keep his cool when the worst happens during his big BBC interview. Yes, of course I am talking about
scandals happen all the time. The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
That live TV interruption. Honestly, it's one of the best things that television has ever given us. Maybe life has ever given us. I love it so much. Come on, number 1, do your magic. Professor Robert Kelly was being interviewed live on the BBC, one of the biggest and most prestigious news channels in the world, when this happens. Let's begin.
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean,
Okay, the first 7 seconds are so magic. We're gonna have to break this up because there's so much to talk about here. Firstly, I'm in love with this kid. Her sassy, confident stride is beautiful. She's like, It's like me coming to the dance floor on a Friday night. She knows it. She owns it. The look on Kelly's face is classic subdued full-on panic. I know that look. Inside, he is terrified. Then the BBC reporter says this.
I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
Ooh, it's not what you want to hear when you're trying to get the situation under control. I love the classic dad arm of like, ouch. But then this happens, and this is when it truly makes TV gold.
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me.
Yep, that's right. Second child on the loose, baby on the loose in a freaking baby walker. You cannot write this. I can't write this, so let's watch it. Oh, I mean, the poor guy's face and his panicked wife. It's too much. I can't take it. He is clearly dying inside. Oh, and wait, there's this bit when his wife comes in to low-key close the door in the background.
Sorry. South Korea's policy choices on North Korea have been...
The cringe, but I love it. This was his big moment on the BBC, and the kids... Well, his face at 34 seconds honestly says it all. They're being kids, what can they do? I honestly think that my spirit animal is the kid in the yellow jumper. I love it. Shout out to you, kid. Shout out to you. Okay guys, so that was the top 10 news reporters who freaked out live on air. I thoroughly enjoyed this. What an absolute treat. Which did you guys think was the most embarrassing freak out? Let me know in the comments section down below. So guys, that's the end of the video. Please do leave it a big thumbs up. It's been a fun one. I've enjoyed myself. Share this video with a friend and stay subscribed for more most amazing lists. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate. See you next time.